All right, Manny here, creator, owner, and lead instructor of Manny's Fitness Program, online coaching, personal and group training at its finest. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome to the MFP family. Glad to have you. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button and that notification button. That way you don't miss none of my future videos. Let's get right into it. We have a Q&A today, and I'm actually here on Reddit. Sometimes I've been on here, and there's a few people that ask fitness or nutrition related questions, and nobody ever answers them. So I'm not gonna answer them here on the site. Reddit is a whole different ball game in there. You can run into some very weird stuff, but I've noticed that there's some people asking fitness questions here, but nobody's answering them. So I'm gonna go ahead and answer them here. If you have a question, comment, or concern, make sure you leave it down below. I love reading your comments, answering your questions, all that good stuff. By the way, if you made it this far to the video already, make sure you hit that like button, and let's get into it. Let's continue. So let me go ahead and read the question, and I'll go ahead and post it. I'll go ahead and post it right here for you guys. All right, I'll post it there so you guys can also read with me and see if I can answer it to the best of my ability as good as possible. So it is, he says it's a male, he's 20 years old and currently weighs 230 pounds, 5'10". So we have a 20-year-old male, he currently weighs 230 pounds, he's 5'10", and he used to weigh 270 pounds. I've been losing weight through just watching what I put in my mouth. Okay, so he lost weight by just being on a deficit, which it can work. And I have literally not been in shape for years, and I don't think I've actually touched the gym in my life. All right, so back again, he's 20 years old. He now weighs 230, and his height is 5'10". He's never touched a gym in his life. So we're talking about a newbie here. The most I ever do physically is when I bike to work, and that's only 7 miles. I want to be more physically capable and add something to my life, like a daily workout routine, but I have no idea where to start. So he at least does 7 miles on the bike. He has some cardio, so that's a good start there. He doesn't know where to start. He wants to start adding a workout regimen, a resistance training regimen to his lifestyle. I would appreciate any advice on what will be a good starting point for someone who is trying to get back into shape while losing weight. My dad owns an IM 2000 weights, treadmill, etc. So I have equipment available. The only thing is that my left arm is deformed, where it's shorter and the hand can't actually grip onto things, so some certain workouts I physically am not capable of. So he has a discrepancy with his arm, and that's probably one reason why he's never touched the gym. A lot of people, when you have a discrepancy like that, a physical ailment or anything, deformity, they get embarrassed, and you shouldn't be embarrassed. Everybody should be able to work out. You're just gonna have to make some adjustments. So let me see if I can help you out. I don't think his name is anywhere here, so I'll just name you Good Citizen. So I'm gonna try to help you out. 230. He's 5'10", and he's 20 years old. He rides his bike 7 miles. He's never touched a gym. He has some equipment. I don't know what the IM 2000 is, but he has weights and a treadmill, etc. So when it comes down to working out for you or for anybody that wants to take this advice, you can always concentrate on the lower body first. Okay, concentrate. Let's do that. Let's concentrate on the lower body, because he says he has a deformity with one of his arms. So that's going to be a little bit more critical, making sure that we add the right adjustments, the right modifications, because you don't want to be imbalanced either. You know, because when you're pushing harder on one side, then the other side is going to be in balance. Let's say when you do a push up and you push harder on one side, then even your pecs will be a little bit more in balance. So you don't want that. For him, you don't want that. So what we're going to be doing, I wish I can be with this guy personally because I want to see his limits. I want to see where he's standing at now with his form and technique and anything that pertains to him pushing and pulling as well, right? Because when you push on the push up, if you have a deformity, you're gonna have to make some adjustments in order for you to push evenly. So I don't know how bad his deformity is, so I can't really say too much in detail, but here's what you do, okay? Here's what you do. You always have the lower body. The biggest muscle of the body is going to be the legs. So you'll be able to do more. He's already biking. He's already doing a good amount of cardio. 7 miles on the bike, if you translate that into regular running, that's around 3 miles. 3 to 4 miles running. So he's actually doing a good amount of cardio already. So the legs are taking a hit cardio wise. Now let's concentrate on squats. Squats is always going to be an awesome body weight exercise that you can do anywhere. And there's also modifications to that. The regular squat is just going to be air squat. No jump, just lean back, bend your knees, lean back, push your hips forward as you stand up. And you'll be able to get a good leg workout. If you want to increase intensity, then you start adding the jump. You get that jump squat in there as well. Not only that, but then you can start jumping onto things. I know you can always find something to jump on top that's stable, of course, and that's going to be able to hold your weight. If you can't find anything, then you can always hold on to something and do a single leg squat. You transfer all your weight to one leg and that leg takes a bigger hit than the other leg. The bigger the hit, the bigger the stimulation of the muscle that's going to happen. And as you feed yourself properly, that muscle is going to grow stronger, better, faster, especially with that stimulation. You don't want to stimulate it too much to where you're going to be super duper sore, but good enough to have a little bit of soreness. As you get stronger, better, faster, healthier, you'll be able to recover faster. You'll be able to withstand a higher intensity, so you won't be going through heavy soreness as you continue. So again, squats, body weight squats is going to be one. And then let's move on to the abdominal. There's a lot of good abdominal exercises. My number one abdominal exercise or overall core exercise is going to be the plank. The plank is always going to be a good exercise to do to strengthen your entire core and especially your abdominal section. A lot of people would think sit-ups, but then again, sit-ups, you're not always going to be able to hit the majority of the abdominal section with the sit-ups, because you end up using your hip flexors, your hips, and you start swinging the body, so on and so on. When you're on the plank, then that's it. That's all stability. That's all core. That's all abdominal section. So squats, plank, and then last but not least, one of my favorites is also the push-up. The push-up is going to work the back and especially the chest. So we want to get that in there. And like I said, for somebody that's starting, let's say, I'm not talking about this person here because this person has a disability. And somebody that doesn't have that, then a push-up is going to be another body weight exercise that you can start with. And you can always start with a flat push-up. And what I mean by that is you just lay on your stomach, on your chest, and push yourself up onto your knees, keeping your back straight, tying up your midsection, using your core along with your chest to push yourself up. So you can always do that lowest form of push-up when you first are starting off. As you increase strength, you're gonna feel that that certain push-up is super easy. You're doing like 100 repetitions. Raise the intensity level. Now you can do the regular knee push-up where you start off with your hands down on the ground on your knees, but as you go down, you lean forward so your chest and your quads can almost touch the ground, and then push yourself back up without touching the ground. Just coming down 1 inch off the ground, quads and chest, leaning forward, and then pushing yourself up. Keeping your elbows not too flared out and not too close to your rib cage, good enough for you to not have that fault on stability. So knee push-up will be the third one that you can use. And as you get stronger, now you remove the knees, you do a regular push-up, and then so on and so on. For those that come in as a higher intensity level already or a higher fitness level in my program, for them, the regular push-up, they can do around 100 to 150 push-ups in 2 minutes. So in that case, if they really want to still increase more power, more strength, they'll be doing the power push-up, which is the clap push-up. You push yourself off the ground, clap in the middle of it, and then come back down onto the down position form. So you can always increase intensity with the push-up. With this person here, depending what type of deformity he has, you can use some books. That way it elevates and gives you a balance. Therefore, when you push, you feel your chest receiving the impact in an even manner. So if you have a deformity where your hand is shorter, then you're gonna place something underneath this hand, and then that way when you push, you'll be pushing evenly. So depending on what kind of deformity he has, then we're gonna have to adjust and have you come to a modification to push in a way that's gonna give it to you evenly. So that's what you always want to do with every single exercise, especially if you're weak in one area. You want to make sure you focus on that main area more than the area that's a little bit stronger. Like let's say dumbbell bicep curls. A lot of people are always stronger on one arm than the other. So when you're going to be doing bicep curl, you want to kind of concentrate more on the weaker arm. So when you curl, you're going to notice that you need to make more effort on the weaker side of that muscle. Let's say my left arm is a little bit weaker. I'm going to be concentrating more on my left arm than on my right arm. My right arm is doing just the normal effort, and the weaker arm needs to be concentrated more on. So that's how you're going to be making sure that you're stable, your stability is even, and you don't create an imbalance. So for this person, if they already have a good nutrition regimen, they're good to go. All they gotta do is add that resistance training. We have squats, we have plank, and we have push-ups. Those 3 exercises alone can start transforming the body and start building that lean muscle tissue. So I hope I answered your question if you're watching this video. Other than that, if you guys like these kind of videos, don't forget to hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button and that notification button. That way you don't miss none of my future videos. I'll see you on the next one. You guys take care, be safe, be nice with each other, always and forever. Mind, body, and strive.